Hi, I'm Iyan Breese with IB Training.
I'm Casey Arnold with Unparalleled Performance.
Today we're at Professional Fitness Institute. Today we're going to talk about sport-specific training with high school athletes that are looking to go on to the collegiate level. Casey, what's so important and why do some trainers do sports-specific training with like high school athletes or athletes that are looking to increase their performance?
Sport-specific training is a really great training tool for those athletes that want to continue on past high school. Just doing their typical training in the weight room with their coaches isn't enough. They need an expert that knows how to truly make them bigger, faster, stronger, be more specific to their training goal for their sport. Once they can do that and they hire a trainer to be able to attain that goal, right, Iyan? Then they're moving towards that goal of moving on past high school.
Now, a lot of people still think that sport-specific training is similar to lifting weights or plyometric training. What's the difference, Casey?
There's so much difference between sport-specific training and just regular speed and agility training. Sport-specific training means you're training specifically for the sport, not just to become quicker in speed and agility work, because training for, let's say, being a swimmer is going to be much different than just trying to get faster with agility and plyometrics, or training to be a basketball player, be better at basketball. That sport-specific training is so much different than training to be a swimmer. So that's why it's important to understand that there is a difference in sport-specific training.
Now, I train high school swimmers. One of my swimmers, he's 9th in the nation for his 200 backstroke, which is really awesome. What we do is specifically work on movements to enhance his performance of his swimming strokes with cross-rotational abdominal movements, because that's what he's doing in the water. A lot of arm movements and a lot of cross-rotation. So we do a lot of sports-specific training just for those movements to help increase his performance.
And I train high school soccer players, a lot of high school soccer players. I'm not training specific movements for a stroke, because the last thing you're using in soccer is your hands. So I do a lot of lower body speed and agility and lengthening of hip flexors and glutes with my high school players. So as you can see, there's a big difference between swimming and soccer and programming.
Now, some people believe that CrossFit is sport-specific. Casey, what's your answer to that one?
CrossFit is not sport-specific training. It is specific functional movement training, but it's not specific to a sport. It is specific to what is known as the fitness sport, but it's not a sport-specific training regimen for a swimmer or a lacrosse player. Is it beneficial to a point? Absolutely, it's beneficial, but it's not beneficial to the exact sport itself.
And Casey would be one person to know about this because she does CrossFit training. I do a lot of powerlifting, and in my industry, a lot of powerlifting goes on to sport-specific training, because a lot of football players or baseball players are looking for power in their stroke or in trying to tackle somebody. So there is some sport-specific training to most traditional training, but if you want to get specified for that sport, you have to find out what the movements are and how to improve on those performances.
That's very important to understand, because it's going to be a lot different of a training regimen if you're trying to train to be the best swimmer you can be and not actually training to be that swimmer by doing other just traditional functional training, i.e. through CrossFit or powerlifting. You want to really stay regimented to your specific training goal within your sport.
Now, what are some other sport-specific ideas that somebody can do with their clients that maybe they don't really know that's sport-specific?
Some other sport-specific that they can train with is just some simple plyometric exercises, some split squat jumps, just some simple jumping, single leg jumping movements, some speed work, meaning some different lengths and rests between some sprints. That's going to help open the lower body extremities with power through the hips and the glutes and the hamstrings. And there's also upper body plyometrics, plyometric push-ups, and with using fit balls and with using med balls. So there's lots of different specific trainings that we can do, just regular plyometrically speaking, that can help with the sport specific if a trainer is not sport specific qualified.
So I'm Iyan Breese with IB Training.
I'm Casey Arnold with Unparalleled Performance.
We're signing off from Professional Fitness Institute. Have a great day.
Have a great day.